Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Nazareth Speedway for the 10th race day of the season. It's the NAMAR Mountain Dew Code Red Series action here for you today, as we have daytime heats with a nighttime main event. On the front row for this race is Hunter Braxton and Ryan Brommer. Brommer with a win back at Memphis. By the way, this is our last short track for a while. Braxton with a win back at Rockingham. And I'm talking main wins here, not heat wins. Cole Deaver, Joshua Sekuli, row 2. Sky Commons and Casey Nanako, row 3. Quinton Moore and Benjamin Ice in row 4. And in row 5 is Eli Bright and Adam Flickinger. So, last race was Richmond, a pretty good race at that. Matthew Logan captured his first win of the season, becoming the final driver from Junior Motorsports to win both a heat race and a main race. Now all that's left is to tell which of these drivers from the 5-car team will be the first to win their second race of the season. Ryan Brommer won his second heat last week. As here's the command to fire engines.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Now last week, Brommer became the third driver from Heat 1 to win 2 heat races, and the 5th driver overall to have won 2 heat races. Samet Oskin and Johnny Gardner have both won 2 heat races from the Heat 2 group. As it appears that someone has had a problem, and that has jacked up the entire outside line. And it was Benjamin Ice in the 78 failing to start, so it looks like he will miss out on Nazareth. But that jacked up the outside line completely. That definitely hurt a few drivers on the start. Now this is another bottom feeder track. There's no real grip on the top except in 1 and 2. This track kind of drives like a road course in the way. A lot of flat corners and a lot of different corners, a lot of elevation changing. So kind of a weird track to go to at this point in the schedule, but it is along the way towards New England. So they elected to take a drop in here. It's a 0.9 something mile short track, but as you can tell by the lap times, it takes about the time it would take to get around Atlanta to get around here. Benjamin Ice will come back on the track right behind the field. No idea if we'll have pit stops or not. Meanwhile, Hunter Braxton is gone. Brommer second, Deaver third, Quinton Moore fourth, Eli Bright fifth. So Braxton perhaps looking to be the first driver to get 3 heat wins on the season. As teammate Andrew Rich has cracked the top 10, and now he's looking for more. Up to 7th place, this time at the start-finish line. Rich chasing Dylan Young in the points, but he does not hold 2nd place any longer. He's fallen to 3rd. Matthew Logan with his win taking 2nd place in the point standings away from his teammate. But Andrew Rich looking like he's got a really fast machine here in this heat race. He's up to 7th place, as we mentioned before. Right on the bumper of Sekuli. It looks like Eli Bright was looking for 4th from Quinton Moore, but he's experiencing a tight race car. Braxton continuing to hold the lead. See if Rich is able to make any moves on Sekuli. And Braxton is just flat out gone. And there's the move in whatever corner that is. Andrew Rich by Sekuli for 6th. Right to the inside of Moore. He gets tight again. And he can't hold it. Oh, this time he's gotten there. Does he hold it this time? Side by side down the backstretch. And this time Bright will make it through and Rich will fly right by him too. So put Andrew Rich up the 5th, Bright up the 4th. We're hitting 3 laps to go this time by and no sign of anybody needing to come down pit road. Current drivers outside the top 20 include Benjamin Ice, Baco Magora, Brian Tremblay, and Donovan Cage. So no signs of pit stops. Braxton's going to take 2 to go. We're going to go to the back of the field. Now we mentioned Tremblay having made every race. He almost missed last week, so could this be the first race Tremblay misses? Donovan Cage has put a move on St. Beckett, who's looking to make his 2nd start of the year. To the inside goes Cage. Cage will take the position away. Jesse Turner running 19th, not having a good heat. So Cage pulling away now from Brian Tremblay, so it looks like Tremblay is going to miss his 1st race of the season. Yeah, he's nowhere close to Donovan Cage. Hunter Braxton will win his 3rd heat race of the season. Donovan Cage will race his way in 20th. Tremblay, Magora, and Beckett will miss out on this race along with the 78 of Benjamin Ice. Benjamin Ice will miss his 2nd race of the season. Tremblay his 1st. Beckett will miss his 9th. And Magora will miss his 6th. So that is all for me here in Heat 1. I will see you guys for Heat 2. Welcome back to Nazareth. We're getting ready for Heat Race number 2. On the front row is Dale Lightning and Johnny Gardner. Row 2 is Nico Tringali and Edwin Mendez. Row 3, Audra Baranauskas and Seth Cole. Row 4, Alan Cavanero and RJ Bishop. Cavanero standing out with that peak paint scheme today. And in row 5, Matthew Logan, your winner last race at Richmond, and Corey Riggs. As aforementioned, I gotta stop doing that. Every time you hear me go, that's a bad habit. That is a bad habit I have to knock. So, in the contrast of Heat 1, now having a 3-time Heat winner, will we expect Johnny Gardner or Sumit Oskin to win this heat? Well, the outside line is terrible. Gardner starts 2nd. It'll be interesting to see if he can get to the inside. Meanwhile, Oskin starts 18th.
All right, well, the fun doesn't start until we ask our drivers a question. Are you ready? Drivers, will you please start your engine?
Oh no, Dale Lightning. Problems from the pole for the 5 team. No one came to pit road in Heat 1, so this is basically an automatic I'm not making the race. And that 5 team has had the most up and down season out of any junior motorsports car. So Tringali will lead the field with Johnny Gardner to the green flag with a bumper full of Baranowskis. And will Ford pick up another heat win in the form of heat 2, as you can just see Gardner just going backwards. Could Toyota get their first heat win? We've seen signs of improvement from the Joe Gibbs Racing Camp in the form of Cavanero and Sky Commons in heat races they participated in that they almost won. And we saw Nareza really do good at Martinsville in the main race. Don't look now, Johnny Gardner has made it to the bottom and he's in 4th place. I wanted to talk about Dale Lightning's season. He fell down to 10th in points with a bad run last week. He's missed 2 races this season. Now it's looking like that's going to be 3. The crazy thing is every race he's made, that average finish is 11th. So he's been doing very well. Out of the other junior motorsports drivers, Eli Bright has missed 1 event, while Matthew Logan, Andrew Rich, and Hunter Braxton have made every race. There you see the 5 of Lightning before the field in 24th place. It looks like he might be a little down on power. Tringali still leads, Baranowskis 2nd, Cavanero falling backwards. Holding up Gardner, 5th place Matthew Logan, 6th James Ellison. There's your points leader Dylan Young running in 7th. 8th Zoe Fernandez, 9th Edwin Mendez, and 10th is RJ Bishop. There's Nareza in 14th. Cement Oskin sits in 20th. We mentioned he started 18th. So getting stuck on the top line is not fun. Currently joining Dale Lightning and missing out on this track would be Jackson King, his teammate Cole Baker, and Alexander Rowe. As you can see, Oskin's got such a great car. He's trying to pass Watson to the outside. Now that's a good move in turn 2. But it's a terrible move in turn 3. Or turn 4, I think, because technically that's a turn, and technically this is a turn. It's technically a 6-turn track. Turn 1, you've got 2 and 3 right here. You've got 4, 5, and then 6. So Oskin falling back yet again. He's down to 20th. Cole Baker trying to take away position from his teammate Jackson King, unable to do so. Baranowskis has taken the lead away from Nico Tringali. Now Baranowskis is the only RCR driver without a heat win or a main event win. And between her teammates Dylan Young and Ryan Brommer, there are 3 heat wins and 3 main wins. 2 heat wins for Brommer, 1 heat win for Young, while Young has 2 main wins and Brommer has 1 main win. So the pressure's on for the 21 team, just about as much as it was on for Matthew Logan before he won at Richmond. So Baker and Rowe battling hard for 22nd. That's allowing King to pull away. If Oskin puts Benny Watson to the outside line, King is close enough to strike. So it'll be 3 laps to go here in Nazareth. So again, tough break for Lightning. Oskin to the inside of Watson, can't get a good enough run. Looks like the outside is overpowered in 2 and 3, while the inside is overpowered in 4 and 5. 2 laps to go. Benny Watson moving to the inside of Chris Wheeler. That's going to allow Oskin to get to his outside. Watch this helicopter camera. Ooh, you can see it looked like Oskin had a chance. Oh, this could be bad for the 22. Bottom line's coming into play here. Oh, Jackson King's to his inside. Is he gonna hold him off? It's white flag lap, man. Does Oskin hold off Jackson King? King is still there. Does he throw it in the corner? Oh, he does! And for 20th, Jackson King just passed Oskin. And Cement Oskin's gonna miss the main event in a shocking last lap pass for 20th. Baran Oskins comes away with the heat win. Oskin came into this race 8th in the point standings. And Cement Oskin is going to miss his first race of the season due to that pass. Wow. With that said, I will see you guys for the main event.